OpenAI just sold out an accessory in 12 hours flat, and right now the exact same box is reselling for 4 times its price. On July 15th, OpenAI dropped its first ever piece of hardware, a keyboard called the Codex Micro. 13 keys, $230, gone before lunch, and people are still fighting over it on eBay weeks later. Here's what it actually is. It's not a full keyboard, and it's definitely not the mysterious AI hardware device OpenAI has been building with former Apple design chief Jony Ive. That's a completely separate project, still not out. The Codex Micro is what's called a macro pad, a small add-on that sits next to your normal keyboard and gives you dedicated physical buttons for one specific job, running OpenAI's coding agent, Codex. Think of it less like a keyboard and more like a stream deck built exclusively for one app. It's built with a boutique keyboard maker called Work Louder, based on their existing Creator Micro 2 chassis, the same hardware Work Louder has reskinned before for companies like Figma and Framer. OpenAI just put its own firmware and branding on top of hardware that already existed. Strip away the branding and here's the actual spec sheet. 13 mechanical switches, in your choice of clicky or silent, rated for 50 million keystrokes each, with a 2.8mm travel distance. 1 rotary dial, 1 tiny analog joystick, 1 capacitive touch sensor that cycles through 6 programmable layers. The whole thing is built from CNC milled aluminum, with a sandblasted anodized finish, and it connects over Bluetooth or USB-C to both Mac and Windows. In the box, you get 32 custom Codex icon keycaps, plus 11 solid color spares, so you can remap almost every key to whatever you actually use day to day. But the actual headline feature isn't the switches. It's 6 frosted keys across the top row, called agent keys. Each one is a live status light for a running Codex thread. White means idle, blue means it's thinking, green means the task is done, amber means it needs your input, and red means something broke. Run 4 or 5 coding agents in parallel, and instead of tabbing between 6 different windows every 10 seconds, you just glance left at your desk and read the colors like a dashboard. 1 tap on a key jumps straight to that thread's chat. 2 taps brings the whole thing to the front of your screen, ready to review. Then there's the dial, and it's doing something most keyboards never touch. It's not a volume knob. It adjusts how hard Codex actually thinks in real time. Twist it one way, and you get faster, lighter responses for simple tasks. Twist it the other way, and the model spends more compute reasoning through a genuinely hard problem, without you ever opening a settings menu or breaking your flow. The joystick sitting right next to it fires off preset actions: review a pull request, kick off a debug pass, start a refactor, all without touching your mouse once.
Now let's talk about the number everyone's actually fixated on. $230 for 13 keys. Do the division, and that's $17.70 per key. Compare that to a normal office keyboard, which runs about 30 cents a key. And here's the part that stings a little more. The base Work Louder chassis this is built on normally starts around $144 to $174 on its own. OpenAI's branding alone is worth roughly $50 to $80 extra. One tech reviewer joked that OpenAI didn't build a keyboard, it built an artisanal one, priced by the switch. And to be clear, that $230 doesn't include a ChatGPT subscription. Codex access still depends on your existing plan with its own separate usage limits. The hardware is the cover charge, it's not the drinks. For months, OpenAI had been teasing a mysterious, screen-free AI device built with Jony Ive, and a lot of people assumed that's what finally shipped. It wasn't. The Codex Micro was teased on June 29th at the AI Engineer World Fair, and the reveal video alone pulled in roughly 1 million views in its first 24 hours, mostly from people trying to figure out what it even was. What actually shipped 2 weeks later was a niche developer accessory, not a mainstream gadget. OpenAI told reporters directly that it's a limited-run collaboration built for people who already run Codex constantly, not for a general audience. One outlet joked that the AGI lab had quietly opened its first merch store. and that limited run turned into a genuine resale frenzy. The Codex Micro sold out in about 12 hours, with OpenAI never disclosing how many units actually existed. Within a day, one listing hit $1,250 on eBay. A week later, most resales had settled between $800 and $1,000, and as of early August, listings are still sitting around $800 to $900, 3 to 4 times the original price for a 13-key accessory that still needs a separate subscription just to function. If you do manage to get one, setup happens entirely inside the ChatGPT desktop app under a dedicated Codex Micro settings panel. The first layer is locked to Codex controls out of the box. Layers 2 through 6 are yours to remap using WorkLouder's own app, or the open source tool VIA, which mechanical keyboard hobbyists already use for dozens of other boards. That means even though OpenAI built the firmware, the actual remapping tools are the exact same ones the keyboard enthusiast community has used for years. This isn't a closed ecosystem, it's a familiar one with an OpenAI badge on top. It's also worth zooming out because AI hardware has a rough track record. The Humane AI Pin launched with huge hype and got discontinued within about a year. The Rabbit R1 shipped to mixed reviews and mostly disappeared from the conversation. Both tried to be a brand new general-purpose AI gadget for everyone, and both struggled the moment reality met the marketing. The Codex Micro takes the opposite approach. It doesn't try to replace your phone, your laptop, or even your keyboard. It does exactly one narrow job for exactly one existing piece of software for people who already know they want it. That's probably why it sold out instead of sitting on shelves. It never tried to convince a mainstream audience it needed to exist in the first place.
So who should actually buy one? If you're a casual ChatGPT user who opens the app twice a day, skip it completely. You'd be paying $230 for a very expensive party trick. But if you're the kind of person running 3 or 4 Codex agents at once, constantly tabbing between them, reviewers who've actually tested it call it genuinely useful for exactly that workflow, just narrow and priced like a limited edition collectible rather than a mainstream tool. And if you're anywhere in between, someone who dabbles with Codex occasionally but isn't running it all day, you're better off waiting to see if OpenAI or WorkLouder ever runs a second batch at a saner price, rather than paying triple on the resale market today. The next time your gadget-obsessed friend asks if this thing is actually worth $230, just send them this video instead of explaining it yourself. And if you want to know which AI tools are actually worth your money this month, subscribe, because this channel breaks down exactly this kind of thing every single week.